Time now for the morning rush. We start with Kristen Curry.
Good morning. Still looking at some showers over the eastern side of the state today. Those will clear by lunchtime. Look at what this model is showing by noon. Nothing out there, not even clouds. And we're going to continue with that sunshine dominating through the day today. And again, tomorrow, no concerns whatsoever. We're looking at a sunny and quiet finish to the work week. Crystal?
And as you get ready to head out the door, we are following the day's top local stories. And we do start with Fernanda Lopez.
A new report out this morning details how state houses around the country are dealing with the issue of sexual harassment. The 50-state review by the AP found that in 3/4 of states, at least one legislative chamber has recently worked to review its sexual misconduct policies. It also found about a third do not require lawmakers to receive training, and only a minority use external investigators, relying on lawmakers or staff to handle complaints against colleagues. Here, Brown House lobbyists will take part in a voluntary sexual harassment training today and tomorrow. Crystal?
On to news happening today. One of the 3 people charged in the death of a 10-year-old Victoria Martins is expected to be sentenced this morning for a different case. Jessica Kelly is due before a judge at 9 o'clock this morning on a drug-related charge from 2015. Michelle Martins, Victoria's mother, her boyfriend Fabian Gonzalez, and his cousin Jessica Kelly are all accused in Victoria's murder. Kelly's trial is currently set for January of 2019. On to new details now. Immigration enforcement officers are targeting 7-Eleven stores across the country. ICE agents raided nearly 100 of the stores, cracking down on employers who hire undocumented immigrants. 21 people suspected of being in the U.S. illegally were recently arrested. Last year, ICE's acting director pledged to quadruple workplace crackdowns. On to news new at 6. Walmart employees will soon reap the benefits of the recent tax law changes. This as the company raises its starting wage. Moments ago, the big box store announced that it will soon be raising the starting hourly wage to $11, up from $9. The company will also pay a one-time cash bonus to eligible employees to as much as $1,000. The changes are expected to take place sometime in February. On to new details this morning. The state is expanding online AP courses after seeing success with the program. It's also considering doubling the amount of fee waivers so more students who can't afford to pay can take the courses. Since 2010, the state says more than twice as many students are taking the college-level courses. 63% more are taking exams. They hope by expanding the courses, more rural students can access the program as well. Here's some good news for you. P&M customers will be paying less than expected after the electric company asked for a rate increase to cover 2 generating stations. The PRC voted the rates that the average customer will only see as an increase of about 2% in 2019 instead of the agreed upon 9%. On to new news this morning. Students at Highland University may soon see a tuition hike. The Las Vegas Optic reports the Board of Regents is now considering it because of little to no increase in funds from the state. Right now, the university is experiencing a decrease in enrollment. School officials say graduate enrollment dropped by nearly 2,000 students over the last year. Kristen.
Today's Metro Threat Index up to a 3. We're just talking breezy conditions this morning. Those winds about 10 to 20 miles per hour out of the northwest. No major weather concerns this afternoon. Sunshine with high temperatures coming back into the low 50s by late day. Sarah?
A local organization needs your help with collecting donations to send a piece of home to troops overseas. The Rio Grande chapter of Blue Star Mothers say over the past 8 years, donations and money has dropped. They think that's because people have forgotten about the men and women serving in Afghanistan and Iraq with everything else going on in the world. They've had to cut back on the amount of boxes that they send. So they're asking the community to donate non-perishable food items or money. Why the need is so great coming up in the 5 Facts. Crystal?
Here's a little traffic alert for you this morning. Rio Bravo will be closed at the I-25 interchange over the weekend. It's a part of the ongoing construction there. The closures will be from 8 p.m. until 5:30 in the morning, Friday through Saturday. You can use University or Broadway as detours. The project is expected to be complete by next year. The company supplying buses for the ART says they are working to fix the problems. Mayor Tim Keller recently announced there's a list of issues that could take a whole year to fix with the project. One of those problems do include the buses. The city's only received 9 of the 18 that it's ordered. The buses should have been done by October. The company building them admits it is running behind and says it's working with the city to get all of the additional issues resolved. Kristen.
Time now for a check on traffic. We do have one incident to tell you about. One of the lanes of Coors southbound is blocked due to a light pole hanging over the roadway there, and that's at Fortuna Road. So your alternate would be Atrisco. Of course, I'll continue to keep tabs on this for you. More updates throughout the morning.
We're looking ahead for you this morning. In August, Albuquerque will host this year's National Golden Age Games. Right now, they're looking for volunteers. It's the annual Olympic-style event for veterans over the age of 55. Events will be held across the city's many sporting facilities. Officials say they need about 2,000 volunteers right now. If you're interested, go to our website, KRQE.com. Click on the Always On tab. Finally, Top Golf could soon be making its way to Albuquerque. The company is interested in the land that used to house the beach water park. If the city gives the okay, Top Golf would build a 3-level venue with 72 hitting bays. Along with offering a good time, Top Golf also would create 325 full and part-time jobs. Sounds like a win-win.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah, go try that out. All right, time for the 5 facts.
We start with number 5. This morning, a local organization really needs your help with collecting donations to send care packages to troops overseas. Inside the hundreds of packages, you'll find snacks, to include green chili. They also need money to postage. Organizers say the past 8 years, donations and money coming in to the Rio Grande chapter of Blue Star Mothers, that is, has dropped nearly $40,000.
And number 4 now, a new type of training could soon be required for APD officers. This is to help them identify if someone does have autism. This comes after a spike in dangerous encounters where police used force, not knowing the person had autism. City Councilor Pat Davis is proposing all officers and firefighters go through the online curriculum called Safe and Sound. He believes it will pass and says training should begin this summer.
At number 3, morning showers out over the eastern plains will clear by lunchtime. Most of us looking at highs in the 40s, 50s, and 60s underneath that sunny sky with breezy conditions.
Number 2, a judge could rule by today if a warrant will be issued for a woman who defense attorneys say was at the scene when APD officer Daniel Webster was shot and killed. Devon Lyman is accused of killing Officer Webster during a traffic stop in 2015. The state will be using testimony from 19-year-old Savannah Garcia, who the state says was on the back of the motorcycle that night. Lyman's defense attorneys say another woman, Tiana Lazoya, was the passenger that night. Today they're asking a judge to issue a warrant for her. Number 1, now a judge could soon decide if some charges will be dropped against the man accused of beating then Albuquerque teen Brittany Marcel nearly to death. And here's why. Justin Hansen is accused of beating Marcel with a shovel inside her Northwest Albuquerque home in 2008. The 17-year-old woke up from a coma and did not remember his name until 2016. Police arrested Hansen last July after his DNA matched DNA from the crime scene. His defense attorneys are now arguing some of the charges should be dismissed because the statute of limitations has run out. For more details on this case, go to our website. That's KRQE.com. We'll let you know how this does develop.